Before anybody asks who the deadliest American tank commander of World War II really was, most people blurt out Audie Murphy. And that's fair. Murphy was a walking legend, 5'5" of pure hate with a Medal of Honor around his neck. But when we're talking raw, unfiltered destruction, when the only scoreboard that matters is how many German tanks, trucks, half-tracks, and soldiers one single man erased from the planet in the shortest possible time, only one name sits alone at the very top of the list. Lafayette Greenpool. 6'3", blonde-haired, Texas farm boy with a black patch over his right eye and a Sherman tank named after a Glenn Miller swing tune. This story starts in the cotton fields of Odem, Texas, the 23rd of July, 1919. His daddy scratched out a living on land that barely grew anything but sweat. His mama kept the house and the Bible close. From the time he could walk, Lafayette was long, raw-boned, and mean with his fists. By high school, he was the heavyweight champ of South Texas, knocking out grown men for fun. Went off to Texas A&M on a boxing scholarship, won the Golden Gloves twice, fought a few pro bouts for beer money on the weekends, but the kid had war in his blood. Pearl Harbor hadn't even happened yet, and he was already telling his friends, "I think the Army's going to be a hell of a lot more fun than college." The 8th of December 1941, he walked into the recruiting station in Corpus Christi, signed the papers, and grinned like Christmas came early. They stuck him in the cavalry at first because, well, he was from Texas, and everybody figured he could ride. He spent a year shoveling horse shit at Fort Clark before the Army finally realized tanks were the new cavalry. By 1943, he'd talked, bullied, and charmed his way into the 3rd Armored Division, hell on wheels. And by June 1944, he was a 24-year-old staff sergeant rolling off an LST onto Omaha Beach with a brand new M4 Sherman that had "In the Mood" painted on the side in big white letters. His crew, 5 guys who would become the deadliest tank team America ever put together. Corporal Wilbert, Baby Richards, driver, a quiet black kid from Louisiana who could make that Sherman dance like a cutting horse. Corporal Burt, schoolboy, close, gunner, 18 years old, baby-faced, fastest traverse in the division. PFC Del Boggs, loader, built like a refrigerator and twice as strong. T5 Paul King, bow gunner and radio man, the calmest man under fire you ever met. 5 men, 1 tank, 81 days. Day 1, the 29th of June, 1944. A hedgerow hell outside a village called Villiers-Fossard. Every other Sherman commander is doing exactly what the field manual says. Find, hold down cover, stop, acquire target, fire. Lafayette Poole reads the manual, laughs, and throws it out the hatch. He floors it. 30 miles an hour across open wheat fields, turret swinging, main gun barking while the tank is still moving, something the Sherman was never designed to do. German anti-tank gunners are trained for targets that stop and shoot. They can't believe what they're seeing. Their shells whistle past as Poole charges straight at them, firing the whole time. First 30 minutes of his very first day in combat, 5 German tanks burning. By nightfall, 12 confirmed kills and a reputation that spreads faster than the smoke. That was just the warm-up lap. Over the next 81 days, from the bocage of Normandy to the banks of the Rhine, Lafayette Poole and In the Mood will rack up 258 confirmed vehicle kills. 12 tanks, mostly Panthers, 3 half-tracks, over 250 trucks and staff cars, and more than 1,000 German soldiers dead. Do the math. That's an average of 3.2 vehicles destroyed every single day he was in the seat. For comparison, Germany's top tank ace, Michael Wittmann, scored 138 kills across 4 years. Poole did almost double that in less than 3 months. His secret? He never hid, never went hold down, never played it safe. He treated every battlefield like a quarter-horse cutting pen back home. Spot the enemy, charge straight at him, separate him from the herd, kill him before he knows what's happening. Bert Close said later, "We never had time to be scared. The old man kept us too busy." The 14th of July, 1944, Fromental. A German supply column, 30 vehicles long, rolls into view. Every other commander would call in artillery or wait for infantry support. Poole just says, "Let's go get 'em, boys," and charges alone. 15 minutes later, the road is a smoking graveyard. 7 tanks, a dozen trucks, 200+ dead Germans. One captured German officer wrote in his diary that night, "We were hunted today by a madman in a Sherman." August comes. The breakout from Normandy is in full swing. Poole's Sherman is on its 3rd engine and 2nd barrel by now, but the kill count keeps climbing. The crew starts painting little white silhouettes on the barrel, one for every confirmed tank. By the end of the month, there's no room left. September 1944. The Battle of Ericourt, one of the biggest tank battles in American history that somehow never makes it into the movies. 11 Shermans from the 4th Armored Division against 2 brand new Panzer brigades fresh from the factory, brand new Panthers with long 75 seconds. Thick fog, visibility, 50 yards on a good day. Every American commander is nervous. Poole is grinning ear to ear. He tells Baby Richards, "If you can't see him, just drive toward the muzzle flashes." One single morning, he bags 7 Panthers. By the time the fog lifts, the U.S. has destroyed over 200 German tanks for the loss of 25 Shermans. Poole personally accounts for 38 of the kills. German radio traffic is pure panic. Achtung, der verrückte Sherman. And then came the day the music stopped. The 15th of September, 1944. Just inside the German border, a crossroads called Münsterbusch. A German Panzerfaust team gets lucky. The rocket punches through the turret ring and detonates inside. The explosion tears Poole's right leg almost completely off below the knee. Shrapnel rips his right eye out of the socket. Blood pours like a faucet. The rest of the crew is wounded but alive. Medics are screaming for him to get out. Poole refuses. Bleeding out, half blind, in excruciating pain, he drags himself out of the burning tank, crawls to another Sherman, hauls himself into the commander's hatch, and keeps fighting for 3 more hours. Only when the battlefield is secure does he finally let the medics carry him away. The Germans capture him that night, haul him to a field hospital. In the dark, he strangles a guard with his one good arm, crawls out a window, and limps 12 miles on a leg that ends in a bloody stump back to American lines. 6 months in hospitals, the leg comes off for good. The eye is gone forever. He begs the Army to let him go back to combat. The Army says, "Son, you've done enough." He never sits in a tank again. The war ends 8 months later. Poole goes home to Texas, buys a little ranch outside Odem, raises cattle, kids, and hell in that order. Never writes a book, never gives a single interview. When reporters track him down, he just says, "I was just doing my job," and walks away. Dies quietly in 1991 at the age of 71, buried in a small country cemetery under a simple stone. Michael Whitman has statues in Germany. Lafayette Poole has a patch of grass and a bronze marker. 3 silver stars, 4 purple hearts, Legion of Merit, French Croix de Guerre, and almost total silence from the history books. Because the deadliest don't need the spotlight. They just need a tank, a crew, and 81 days. Somewhere out there you can still hear that Sherman engine roaring across an open field, Glenn Miller's trumpet riding the wind. And if you listen close, on a quiet night in Texas, you'll hear it. In the Mood never stopped playing. The hunt never ended. And the devil still checks his mirrors.